So here, na prahrishyet priyam prapya, no dvijet prapya cha apriyam. When you get something of your which is benefiting you, you don't get excited. At the same time, something that is a loss, material loss for you, then you don't really get disturbed and get sad and sorrow. Both are not existing for such a person. And such person is called as sthira buddhi. Sthira means standard and static. It doesn't get fluctuated. You know how the water is in the middle of the ocean, it's like calm, but at the shore you will see it will rise and fall. But at the middle of the ocean, it's pretty calm. You know, such will be the person's intellect, buddhi. It will not get disturbed. It will constantly focus on one thing. Can anyone tell me what that buddhi will be focusing all the time? Why is it not disturbed, getting disturbed? It is focusing on the knowledge that it has received from gurus. The knowledge that says what is good, what is not, what is Paramatma, what is not, right? So, what is this unrealistic world? What is temporary and what is permanent? That clarity, this buddhi, this intellect, this brain, for you to understand easily, I'm saying brain, but there is nothing called as brain. Brain is just again another matter, right? What goes inside the brain is called intellectual capacity. So that intellect will not get disturbed because it is constantly focusing on the knowledge that it has gained from gurus through the scriptures. Right? So that person is called as sthira buddhi. And in such a sthira buddhi is a sammudha. Sammudha means what? Getting deluded. Getting deluded in the sense, I will tell you one simple thing. Delusion is nothing but seeing something and imagining something else. I see a small rope in the darkness, but I think it is snake. It is not snake. It is actually the rope. But because it is dark and there is slightly some light falling on it, I don't know whether it is snake or rope or something else. But I confirm to myself that it is snake, and I get afraid. So that is called delusion. That is called as sammudha. This will happen with everything. A small success that I get, I will look at that success. Actually, that success is not really a mode of happiness. You know what? So I will tell you a small story. There was a man, it's a very beautiful story. There was a man, and in his backyard, there is like a big farm, and that farm connected to the forest. So the wild animals used to come, and then visit the farm, just like how bears and other animals visit us, right? And in Hirim's locality, we have deers and all beautiful animals also coming by. Similarly, uh, this person's backyard, horses from the wild jungle used to come and visit. Lot of horses, only to his house, not to anyone else's neighbors' houses, only to his house. People used to say, "Oh my God, you got such a good thing. The horses are coming and visiting you. You can get some of those horses and buy it for some money, make some money out of it." He says, "What is good? What is bad? What is luck? What is not? I don't believe in anything. It's all God's wish. They want to come, they will come. They want to go, they will go. What can I do? It's just a backyard." That's how he used to say. Then one fine day, a few horses used to come and stay in his backyard as if they were like his pets, right? And then he says, "Okay, now what I can do is like, because they are here, I will feed them or I will just take care of them." He used to take care. And people used to say, "Oh wow, you're so lucky, man. You got so many horses. You have a potential to make a lot of money." He says, "I'm not going to do anything of this. I will do whatever I can. They have visited just like a guest to my house. I will I will do whatever I can to them, and I don't want anything out of it." So he used to feed them and share and love them. Then what happens one fine day, there was a small boy, like a teenager in the house. So he goes and rides upon one of the horse, and he starts liking the horse ride, and they used to spend time together, the horse and the teen. So they become friends, and they used to go for long rides and all. And people say, "Oh my God, your son has got a nice ride. Now he is like, he can go far off distances, do the business and come, and the horses are helping him. They become friends." These are wild horses, by the way. It's very hard to tame them. But your son has become friends with them, and then they are listening to his commands. So you're such a lucky person, a great person. He says, what is great person? I mean, it's just that, nothing that I am doing purposefully. It's all God's will and wish. Whatever happens, happens. I am okay. So this person was exactly behaving in the same way as we are looking at the verse. Na praharishyet priyam prapya nacha, right? So no dvije prapya cha apriyam. He was in that mode all the time. But people were not understanding. People were always like, oh my God, he's getting so much. Then one fine day, while riding the horse, the boy falls down and breaks his hands and legs both and becomes bedridden for few years. And then people used to come every time, visit his house. And by the way, while this was all happening in the house for 1.5, 2 years, the horses used to come. This guy used to feed, the owner used to feed them, and they used to go, they used to roam around, have fun, jump, play, and all that. But this teenager was bedridden. So people used to come, oh, I was telling you something wrong. You should have put a barricade or something. Let not the horse come in. I know you guys got benefited. It helped you transporting things here and there. But you know what? You should have avoided it. Now you see what happened. Your boy teenager is basically bedridden for so many years. I don't know how long we'll be here. And he says, it's okay. What is there? I mean, uh, it was not something where it was, planned anything, right? So it just happened. It's fine. Everything is temporary. He was healthy earlier. Now he is not. He will get better. That's fine. It's okay. And this guy, see, in that state also, this guy was maintaining exactly the same equipoise. No change of tone, no change in the decision making, no other thoughts, extra emotions. And then people used to say, how can this guy be like this? You know what? And then what happens? Then there is a war between this country and the next country. And the government is basically in the process of taking all the teenagers, recruiting them into the army. So they go to every house and see who is the teenager who is like well built, and then they used to take them into army, right, for the military war. And now this person's house, the official comes to his house and then sees there is one teenager, but he is like broken limbs. He can't even walk, can't even do anything of his own. So he says, okay, man, you are not fit for military, so you just stay here, and then we'll take the neighbors off. So they take all the neighbor boys, but they leave this boy. And so he says, it's God's wish. I mean, my son is not being able to serve my country. But think from others' perspective, they were thinking, oh, this guy is so lucky. His boy could get to remain in house, and our kids are going to a war. I don't know what will happen to them. So in life, if we think something is good, that good is also temporary. It is not really good. So this person who is sthira buddhi, the sthira buddhi person, the one with static intellect, that person will not be wavered by something that is good or bad, because he knows very clearly that good is temporary, bad is also temporary. Yesterday I might be feeling really bad and angry. Am I the same person today after having a nice sleep in the night? No. Where is that anger gone then? At that point in time, I was thinking, this is my life. I am like this. Everything is a mess around. I was thinking like that. Imagine. Now, what happened? I woke up as a normal person. Where is that thought now? Gone. So why was I like overreacting at that point in time? Because I did not realize that that point in time the situation was temporary. It was supposed to end. It will end. That faith I was not having, because I felt that I am that situation. It is going to remain with me forever. But everything is temporary, even the good, right? So that's what this person remains, understands that whatever comes as a result is temporary, so I will not really focus on it. That's the reason why he can maintain that same level of emotion, or having no emotion attached to the situation. Okay. And for such a person, obviously, Brahmavit, he knows what Brahman is because he has complete clarity. And believe me, some of these scriptures, when we learn, we will understand the scriptures only when we are not biased. We are not biased between good and bad. only then we can understand the scriptures very well. So such a person, when he knows what Paramatma is all about, will stay in him. Brahmani sthitaha. He will be situated in Brahman, which means he will be none other than God himself. Okay? So, becoming God is not difficult, but there will be hundreds and millions of distractions to achieve that goal every moment. We cannot do that. And that's why we have to exercise and practice these rituals again and again and again. That's why we keep repeating Bhagavad Gita. After finishing all 18 chapters, we start from chapter 1 again. Okay? All right. So next one. Who is going to chant? Anshutali? Let's start with you. बाह्यस्पर्शेष्वसक्तान्मा बाह्यस्पर्शेष्वसक्तात्मा
बाह्यस्पर्शस्वसक्तात्मा
break it beta. बाह्य स्पर्श. So let's chant like this. बाह्यस्पर्शेष्व सक्तात्मा. The reason why I don't like breaking at that spot is for you to chant properly, I have to give the break there. But you should not break it there. Because when we break, it becomes saktatma. That's what we said. The word is asaktatma. So it goes in sandhi with the previous one, and breaking that will lose the meaning. So it should be pronounced as bahyasparsheshvasaktatma.
बाह्यस्पर्शेष्वसक्तात्मा.
Very beautiful. Vindatyatmani yatsukham.
विन्दत्यात्मनि यत्सुखम्.
Sabrahma yoga yuktatma.
सब्रह्मयोगयुक्तात्मा.
Sukhamakshayamashnuते.
सुखमक्षयमश्नुते.
Very good, very good. Can we do full line? Let's try.
Okay.
बाह्यस्पर्शेष्वसक्तात्मा विन्दत्यात्मनि यत्सुखम्.
बाह्यस्पर्शेष्वसक्तात्मा विन्दत्यात्मनि यत्सुखम्.
सब्रह्मयोगयुक्तात्मा सुखमक्षयमश्नुते.
सब्रह्मयोगयुक्तात्मा सुखमक्षयमश्नुते.
So we may think that, okay, because I am not able to enjoy this small temporary happiness, and that small temporary the failures are not disturbing me, I am losing something. There is nothing to lose there. There is only to gain. So a lot of people will say, sir, what is this, sir? I'm getting money. And you are saying not to like overexcite, get excited and feel cheerful about it, celebrate it. I am getting like, state first. I've been like, got my college seat in Ivy Leagues, and, I'm getting that Harvard seat. You want me not to celebrate? What is this? You can perform a celebrating event, but internally, how you feel about that achievement is that it's okay. This achievement has been achieved by millions before me, thousands at least before me, right? And I am like in that line somewhere, 1,500 or 20,500 or 30,500. I don't know how many people have done, gone through Harvard, but I am someone like that. I am no special. I am just like them. What we are trying to do is we are comparing with millions others who have not achieved that. But we forgot that the thousands and thousands of people who have already completed that. and are in some part of their life right now. Maybe some of them are really in their terrible state, not being able to manage their life properly. We don't know what has happened after that. We think going there is a goal of life and we went there and done. But it's good. Celebration is fine. You can probably throw a party to your friends, which is also okay. But internally, one must always realize that this is part of life and it is going to be a temporary achievement. There are many such things will come my way. Many such failures will also come my way. I don't want to be bothered about any of those. Now, see, Brahma Sparsha Asaktatma. Asaktatma is detachment, not strongly attached to something. If you're strongly attached to something, you cannot get away from that, whether it is good or bad. Right? Some people have got this habit of reading every time. You know, every time they open the book, they forgot to say, "Hi, Ma, how are you?" early in the morning. "Hi, Papa, how are you?" Give him a hug. They forgot to do. They forget to do that. Why? They're so attached to the books. Utte hi books. I'm giving a very good example, but usually I should have replaced books with phone, iPhone, or whatever devices you have, right? So what happens when you get attached to it so strongly, it is very obvious that you're missing upon certain basic things, some things that life is all about, right? We are missing on those. So this happens because of our over attachment. Now, asaktatma means one who is not attached like that. Since he or she is not attached like that, bahya sparsheshva asaktatma, whatever the senses are bringing into us, they just look at it as if, okay, now it is summer, it will be warm. Okay, now it is rainy season, it will rain, I will get wet. So what? Okay. In the same way, do you get disturbed when it is raining? No. Do you get disturbed when it is a summer season coming? No. Do you think, oh my God, what I'm going to do when it comes winter? No. We'll just say, okay, these are just seasons, they come and go. Exactly. Exactly the same way, Bahya Sparsha, when everything comes out through the senses, there are 5 doors open for us: eyes, nose, mouth, right? When these senses accept something as an information inside, as a reflex coming from outside towards inside, from inside, the soul that is sitting in this city of 9 doors, that soul will just look at it and say, "Hey, you've come. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know you're not going to stay forever. Come in." Like this could be anger coming in. Okay, my eyes seeing something really bad happening in front of me. That disturbs the mind. But the soul says, "Oh, welcome, welcome. This is something that you're gonna trying to create an impact on me, right? You're gonna really create an anger in me. Okay, I know it's gonna be temporary, so I don't care, man. You come and you are just like a guest. You are not my friend for long. You'll come and you'll go. I know. Please come and please go. I don't care about you. I don't really get associated with you." Similarly, something good comes. He says, "Oh, now I know you are making me addicted to this. Okay. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you. Welcome, welcome. But you know what? I know you're not going to stay for longer. So you're good to go whenever you want. I am constantly focusing on my Paramatma. I will do that. Huh? So you please keep yourself busy. Whatever you want to do, you do. And you leave whenever you want to leave. I am busy at my altar. I'm busy. This is what the soul will say. So, bahya sparsheshva asaktatma vindati atmani yat sukham. Such a soul, what it will receive. Don't think that, oh my God, it lost the opportunity. The good luck actually knocked the door, and instead of accepting, welcoming it, and taking care of it, this soul is saying, okay, bye bye. I'm focusing on something else. How fool, how can this soul do like that? This opportunity comes once in a lifetime and is not enjoying at all. No. What Bhagavan is saying is this will lead to sukham, happiness. What kind of happiness? Not normal happiness. It is a happiness, sukham akshaya. Kshaya means one which disrupts, which disintegrates. Huh? Kshaya means which disintegrates, which goes off, gets away. Akshaya means one which remains forever. Can you imagine? Sukham Akshaya, happiness forever. That is delivered to such a person. Sukham akshayam ashnute, consume. Such a person will be consuming the happiness that goes forever. So, do you want to pamper a small success that comes in and get excited and overly excite yourself and try to associate with that result and say, it's mine, I did it, I did it, I did it, and so I enjoy it, I enjoy. And finally, when it is not happening next time in the life, you say, oh my God, now what? My fame, my reputation, my thing is all at stake. And you get used to all the wrong things that are not supposed to come in your life. They will enter your life, all the bad habits and everything else. Why you want to get into that trap? So this is where Bhagavad Gita tells us how to lead a successful life. The successful life is about, okay, you got a great result. Nice. Use this opportunity now. Use this opportunity, do good for the society back. Don't keep anything with you, right? Keep circulating things. Even if it is success or failure, just let it be going by its own flow. So, bahya sparsheshva asakta atma vindati atmani yat sukham. You get the happiness by not getting attached to the external senses that they carry in. Sa Brahma Yoga Yuktatma, such a person who is always sitting in Brahma and is Yoga Yukta, which is completely merged into consciousness of Paramatma, such a person will receive Sukham, Akshaya, which will never get disintegrated. That means it's going to be an eternal happiness, happiness forever. Now, why Bhagwan has to tell Arjuna all this? Arjuna is not happy. He's definitely not happy. That's why. And even if somebody smiles, does not mean they are happy. Somebody is celebrating, it's not that they are really happy. They are temporarily living in the moment of pleasure. After that comes the real problem that they probably will not be able to face it. Chalo. Next one, 23rd. Harikat Ali, would you repeat after me?
हाँ भैया.
Shaknoti haiva
शक्नोति हैव
yah sodum
यः सोढुम्
प्राक्शरीर विमोक्षणात्
प्राक्शरीरविमोक्षणात्
कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगम्
कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगम्
सयुक्तः ससुखी नरः.
सयुक्तः स सुखी नरः.
Let's try doing the full lines, Tali.
हाँ.
शक्नोति हैव यः सोढुम् प्राक्शरीरविमोक्षणात्.
शक्नोति हैव यः सोढुम् प्राक्शरीरविमोक्षणात्
कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगम् सयुक्तः स सुखी नरः.
कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगम् सयुक्तः स सुखी नरः.
Very good, Tali. Yeah, Rebecca, you wanted to say something? I see your raised hand.
We skip 22.
Which is very, very important. Thank you. All right. Since we skipped 22, we'll do 22 and 23 together. Okay. Anshika, let's do 22, Nana. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
दुःखयोनय एव ते
दुःखयोनय एव ते
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
न तेषु रमते बुधः
न तेषु रमते बुधः
line ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते
आद्यन्तवन्त कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधे
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधे
I think we already discussed the meaning. That's probably reason. So when we know how somebody is not, in the previous one we say Brahmasparshe asaktatma vindati atmani sukham. When somebody is not attached to the incoming senses, when he doesn't care for pamper the incoming senses and the reflections that come in, such a person will get eternal happiness. But one who pampers them, what if I don't do that? What if I try celebrating them? What if I get attached to the results or the senses, the reflections that are coming in through the senses? Oh, for such person, what will happen is yehi samsparshaja bhoga. Bhoga means enjoying, accepting and enjoying the sense objects. Such person will have to face dukkha yonaya, will have to go through all different kinds of pain towards the end. It may look good now, but it will end up into pain. There is no second thought about it, and we must have complete faith on these are coming from Lord's own lips. So he cannot go wrong. So what he's saying is you enjoy if you want, but tomorrow it will definitely end up into pain and sorrow. Okay? And why you should not care for it. I'm telling you, please don't go into that trap. Why? Because it has Adi and Anta. It has a beginning and an end. It will start somewhere and also it will end somewhere. This is exactly what we discussed earlier. It is going to be temporary. So anything that is temporary, don't get attached to that at all. Simple. Na teshu ramate budhe. One who is intelligent, wise, will definitely not get into that trap. Okay. We will stop here. We will take 23, the meaning of 23 and what 23 is talking about in the next session. But here is a quick tip for you. If you think something is temporary, don't get bothered about that. It could be anger, it could be jealousy, it could be about someone achieving something. If you think that is temporary, don't get bothered. Don't let your mind get agitated because of that. Whether it is in a positive way, happiness or pleasure, or in a negative way, which is jealous, anger, fear, all those negative emotions. Don't let those positive or negative emotions overrule your mind when such temporary nature things come in front of you and the results come in front of you, is the guidance being given in Bhagavad Gita, these two sources. We'll stop here and have the closing prayers done. We'll catch up again, same time next week. I'm sorry I gave you last minute notification. We'll do better planning next week. Okay. All right. Let's pray for everyone's happiness. Om Sarvesham Swasthir Sarvesham Shantir Sarvesham Purnam Sarvesham Mangalam Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you, everyone. See you all next week. Jai Shri Krishna. Keep yourself healthy and safe.
Bye. Happy Diwali. Thank you.
Diwali to you all in advance.
Thank you, Uncle. Same to you.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Bye, Uncle.
Bye now.